Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe. I'm your host, Jordy, and today I am joined with
John. How's it going, everybody?
Hope you guys had an awesome Easter weekend. We are back and better than ever with you guys. We missed you yesterday, but don't worry, we got a lot of fun stuff on the line for you guys today. We're going to be streaming to you live over the next few hours on your PilotTV, Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as Twitch. Our channel names on both are MegaSota for you guys.
That's right, and we actually just sent out a ton of those awesome new Pilot TVs to a ton of awesome new places, and actually we've continued to do that. We've just released a bunch of new Pilot TVs, but super cool stuff to these awesome locations: Mainline Bar and Grill, Hideout Saloon and Grill, Old Town Tavern, Hiller's Last Call Liquor, American Legion Morristown, and Our Place on 3rd.
Some huge locations getting those Pilot TVs, so definitely make your way over to those stops and check out there, and that way you can watch our stream directly on those Pilot TVs, because we got a lot of reasons you guys need to be staying in tuned and being ready to play some Pilot. And it kicks off with that TwinsBingo jackpot that I cannot believe has not gone out yet. It's 52 balls like always, 25-cent cards, and it has grown over $23,659, guys.
Wow.
It needs to go out today. It is going to be our first TwinsBingo that we give out since we've made the switch over, and I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, no, it's looking pretty crazy, so definitely come out for that TwinsBingo. But right after that time slot from 1 to 4 p.m., we got the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent cards coming at you guys. And we got some nice prizes on the major and the minor. That major is coming in today at $5,428 and 52 balls or less. And that minor jackpot will be coming in today, reset at $0 for the very first game. But I mean, it starts off at 52 balls or less, and then once it gets to $50, which does not take much time at all, it clicks up to 56 balls or less, and it keeps clicking up until it gets to 64 balls or less to win.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys can take home some great prizes. But speaking of Jackpot Hunter, we also need to talk about the $1 edition that you guys play during our happy hour show. That runs from 4 to 6, and we've got that minor starting out the day already at a 56 ball count for you guys. It's at $140.50 starting out the day, but you guys know that drill. It's just like the 25-cent card edition, but instead of $50 increments, it's every $100. So once that hits $200, that ball count is going to increase by 4 for you guys, and things get super interesting once that goes up.
Oh yeah, very, very true. So come out for all those crazy prizes we got sprinkled all throughout the day, but we actually had some people taking away some of those prizes yesterday on a very good Monday, because it started off with Henry over at VFW Osaki's. They took away $652. Then we had Canute over at American Legion Hugo with $724, and then we had Kevin Cruz wrapping up the day over at Riverboat Depot, winning $1,031. Nice job, Kevin Cruz.
Yeah, nicely done. Yeah, to all of our jackpot winners yesterday. Nicely done, taking home some great prizes. And if you want to try your hand at taking home some great prizes, you can play the E-Tab game that we're listening to right now. Blazing Wheels hit your iPad just 2 weeks ago, or a little over then now. But you guys definitely want to check it out and see if you can try your hand in the Blazing Wheel bonus round, and you can get some scorching prizes if you win.
Awesome stuff. But, you know, speaking of scorching, we got the opposite of that happening today in today's weather. And this was in Maplewood?
Maplewood.
Awesome. So in Maplewood, Minnesota, we got partly cloudy skies coming to you guys this morning. And we'll start to become a little bit more overcast during the afternoon. And we got a high of 46 degrees with winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's looking pretty nice after the week we had last week. It's nice and partly cloudy. I'll take any signs of sun that we can take. It is going to be cooling off a little bit into the nighttime, and winds will be picking up a little bit. It's going to be a low of 39, and that wind is to be looking about 10 to 20 miles per hour. So definitely look out for that, as it is going to be kind of breezy today.
Very, very true. So definitely keep it warm, but we have some awesome stuff for you guys to do while you are keeping warm in those bars, because we start off every single day with Cup Joe with Jordy. What we're doing right now, we start at 11:30, and then we lead this into TwinsBingo, the 25-cent cards, and we have that from 12 to 1 every single day. And we got a crazy jackpot win for you guys in there. It's at $23,659 and 52 balls or less, like it always is at.
Yeah, not to mention, while you guys are playing those 10 games of TwinsBingo, that's how you guys are earning points towards the Twiking zone. And our top 10, I'm still looking to see this tie get broken up at the tail end, as Mikey Wins at Steve-O's is still tied up with Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon, and they both have 88,000 right behind our 8th place spot.
Yeah, that's right. So looking pretty good. Hopefully one of them can make one of those winning moves to get further into the top 10.
Yeah,
but
do you have a guess who's going to break out?
Ooh. I can't not say Elsa. You know,
I know.
It's just one of those things. Like I want to give it to Mikey Wins, just to root for the underdog.
Yeah.
But Elsa is just it just has that X factor.
I'm picking Mikey Wins.
Okay.
I think that he's going to come out and take some wins. I think he's been more consistent with our lunchtime play than Elsa has.
True.
She's been kind of all over the board, taking home wins in various different bingo games. And so I think that Mikey Wins might be able to pull ahead in the Twiking zone.
True. A little bit more focus on the Twiking zone might work out for Mikey Wins. But other than that, we have all of our players sticking to their own spots, just up in their point totals. 6th place through 1st place is now in the 100,000 point club. And the top 3, still the same as you guys were looking at last week. It's in 3rd place, Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 132,000 points, only 1,000 points behind 2nd place, which is Nan over at Corky's Bar in South Haven as well with 133,000 points. And in 1st place, it's still Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 164,000 points.
Yeah, still Scrub Eye dominating these standings. I'm looking to see Nan and maybe even Sinbob closing that gap a little bit and trying to rival that 1st place spot. And so we'll definitely have to see as this season progresses who's going to take the win in this Twiking zone. But in the location side of things, it's looking like a tie ended up getting formed in 9th place. They were in 10th. Main Street Pub in Kimball tied it up with Titan Sports Saloon, and now they both sit with 120,000 in 9th place.
Okay, awesome stuff. Nice job to Main Street Pub over in Kimball getting into that tie. But other than that, everybody is still up in their point totals. We have in 6th place getting into the 200,000 point club recently. Our place on 3rd in Faribault. Other than that, top 3 is still looking like it's the same. Starting it off with 3rd place, American Legion Fridley with 278,000 points. 2nd place into the next club, we got Corky's Bar in South Haven with 339,000 points. And then moving a couple clubs up, we got in 1st place VFW Spring Lake Park with 585,000 points. They're only 15,000 away from the 600,000 point club.
Super, super exciting. They'll be making it there pretty soon. These standings, you really can't say anyone's close to jumping up because the lowest amount of point difference between separate standings is about 20,000 points. And so everyone is kind of in a class of their own right now, just trying to accumulate that point and get closer and close those gaps.
Very true. Yeah, no, it's not looking like any ties are, really close to being formed except for that 9th place one.
Yes, that 9th place one is the only tail tie that we have going on right now.
That's
Other
crazy.
than that, everyone has got gaps between them.
Man, that is I didn't even realize that, over 20,000 points between everybody.
Each spot.
Wow. Yeah, definitely pretty crazy. We'll have to see how these players wrap up the rest of the season because it will be pretty interesting to see. But of course, we have a lot of awesome stuff going on outside of our bingo games, and including our PGL nights and of course our awesome E-Tab games. They're super easy, to get into and have fun with. All you got to do, walk up to your bartender, be like, "Hey, can I have one of those really cool shiny iPads in the back right there?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, here you go."
Absolutely.
You put some money on there, play some whatever E-Tab game you want, and you have a huge selection. Right now, we're actually listening to the newest E-Tab game we just released. It's called Blazing Wheels. It's a lot of fun as you can spin that huge blazing wheel in the bonus round. It's super cool stuff. Check it out. But you can also check out one of our 50 other different charitable E-Tab games we got at Pilot Games. You can play any of them anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All of these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 and awesome bonus and free play rounds as well.
Absolutely. You definitely want to be checking those out. Blazing Wheels is super, super fun. Not to mention we've got a minor, major, and mega prize on the line in there that grows as you guys play. So definitely check that out. But if you guys just want to stick to our regularly scheduled bingo, don't worry. We got cash flying off of all of these games throughout the entire day. And we talked about the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter that you guys need to be trying your hand at. That goes for the 25 25-cent card edition running from 1 to 4. We have that minor already starting off clean slate today at $0.52 balls, but as you guys play, that clicks up over $50 super quickly, and that's when that ball count increases. We also have that major at $5,438 and you can $28, and you can take that home in 52 balls as well. Not to mention that mega also on the line of $25,000 sitting at 44 balls or less.
Ooh, okay, so starting to click up in that ball count. So keep your eyes on that mega jackpot that will start to click up in money pretty soon here. But after that time slot from 1 to 4 p.m. of Jackpot Hunter, the 25-cent cards, we got our happy hour live stream from 4 to 6. During that time, we have 2 games of Lucky 4 Bingo, one right at 4 p.m., another at 6 p.m. During those 2 games, you can get a chance at over $8,656. But in between those 2 games, from 4 to 6, we have 23 games of Jackpot Hunter, the $1 cards. Gotten a lot of nice prizes geared up for tonight because we got the minor jackpot sitting at $140.50 in 56 balls or less. Starting off the night pretty nice. Then we got that major jackpot at $13,954 in 51 balls or less to win. And then we got the mega jackpot sitting in the background at $100 grand in 43 balls or less to win.
Absolutely. You guys definitely need to be trying your hand at the Jackpot Hunter $1 edition, because that's how you guys earn points towards those standings. And things have been crazy here, as there was a tie, but it was broken up between Duh and Crazy Kid. Duh is now officially in 10th place over at VFW Coon Rapids, sitting with 39,000, and Crazy Kid moved up to 9th in solo over at Tasty Pizza Hanger 45, sitting with 41,000.
Ooh, only 2,000 points ahead, so Crazy Kid, you can't get too comfortable in that 9th place spot. Got to keep moving up. But while that tie might have gotten broken up, we did have another tie merging and creating a new one. And in 6th place, coming from 7th place, we got Kimmy over at Nisswa Legion, now tying it up with 2 A-Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar. They both have 57,000 points now in 6th place. Looking pretty crazy.
Yeah, they just can't stay away from each other.
No, just irresistible. I got, that 6th place spot. That 6th place spot just has a magnetism to it, I guess.
Honestly, they just want to stay neck and neck. But speaking of neck and neck, they're right behind Brother Nat as well right now. So either one of them, if they break out with that tie, they could easily make their way into another.
Very true. And then, so Brother Nat, 2,000 points behind Brother Nat. And then another 2,000 points ahead of Brother Nat. You got Kev, who's not far ahead either, in 4th place over at the Deer Stand with only 61,000 points because they have not played in a while. They haven't been accumulating anything. So definitely interesting to see what implications that might have for Kev. But for the top 3, they still got some crazy stuff going on in there because in 3rd place, we got Not Lucky over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 83,000 points. Just recently getting into that 75,000 point club. 2nd place, we got Bowl over at Corner Bar in Goodhue, also recently getting into the 100,000 point club with 101,000 points. And in 1st place, it is still Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 138,000 points. Not too worried about anybody creeping up on them.
No, I am super excited for Bowl, though, as they were sitting at 99,000 for quite some time. And so that's super exciting to see that they are officially in that 100,000 point club. I can't wait to see even more players get there as well. But on the location side of things, there's a ton of locations even closer to that 100,000 point club than our player standings. And in the location side of things, there were a couple shakeups, it's looking like, as our 9th and 10th place locations switched spots. Moving up from 10th place into 9th, it was Sundance Golf, Finkwit Bolt, and Dayton sitting with 72,000, pushing back American Legion Fridley to 10th place, who now sits with 69,000.
Ooh, okay. Well, we got one more shakeup happening in these standings. Actually happening right in front of the shakeup we just talked about, because in 7th place, rising from 8th place, we got Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 and Hilltop with 79,000 points, and they pushed back 8th place, or they pushed back the 7th place spot back to 8th place, and that was Shady's Railside and Rice. They have 77,000 points, only 2,000 points behind Tasty Pizza Hanger 45.
Yeah, super close, and they're even only Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 is only 2,000 behind our 6th place location. Ooh. Billy's Rockford, who sits with 81,000, and that gap just continues on to 5th place as well, with only 2,000 separating them, with Gas Can Bar and Grill sitting with 83,000. But those were the only shakeups we've officially seen in these standings. Standings, and our top 3 has stayed solidified, as in 3rd place it is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 150,000 points. With 165,000 points in 2nd place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park, and then in 1st place, not really being rivaled by anyone else, it is Corner Bar in Goodhue, absolutely killing it this season, sitting with a whopping 354,000 points accumulated so far.
That's some awesome stuff, but of course, during those 23 games of Jackpot Hunter, that is when you can accumulate all of those Jackpot Hunter points for those standings. So definitely go ahead and do that. It's a lot of fun to compete with all those other players and locations. But, so you can play those 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. Then we have these 2 games of Lucky for Bingo I was talking about. The first one being at 4 p.m. The second one ending off the live stream right at 6 p.m. 2 really good chances at some money. But at 6 to 10 p.m. tonight, actually not 6 to 10 tonight, it will be interrupted a little bit, but Skull Bingo, the $1 cards, usually play from 6 to 10 p.m., except for those 2 interruptions on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll get into those in a second, though. For now, I'll let you know what prizes you can win during Skull Bingo tonight. Starting off with the line prize, it's at $254 and 10 balls or less. That large frame is at $3,157 and 43 balls or less. And that coverall prize is looking pretty good too. It's at $24,667 and 50 balls or less to win.
Absolutely, there's some great prizes on the line there. But as he was saying, we do have some interruptions tonight and tomorrow, as tonight is our MegaSota game night. That's right, at 6:40, just 40 minutes into Skull Bingo, Tony and Nikki will be taking over, giving out as many jackpots as possible while you guys play through a lot of fun tournament-style games. Not to mention another chance at Jackpot Jungle, as there's another opportunity in that night. But or Jackpot Hunter, I should say, and then they also have Jackpot Jungle, but that ends off their night. It's the $1 edition tonight that you guys can play for. 54 balls on the line, and you guys could take home $4,781, and that's before anyone gets enrolled.
Some awesome stuff. Definitely come out tonight for MegaSota game night. We always have successful MegaSota game nights. You will not be disappointed. But of course, tomorrow night, we got another awesome PGL night. It's Wild Wednesday. It goes from 7 to 9 like it does every single Wednesday. Got a lot of awesome PGL games during that time. And of course, at the very end of the night, we got another Jackpot Jungle game to cap it off. Except it's the 25-cent edition this time. And on the coverall prize, in 52 balls or less to win, you could get over $11,233. That's before anybody even gets enrolled into the game.
Absolutely, and so you guys definitely want to be coming out tonight and tomorrow for our specialty nights. But if you plan on earning some of those PGL points that are awarded throughout them, you need to sign up at pgl.world to become a member of the Pilot Gambling League. Once you sign up at pgl.world, that's how you guys can accumulate those PGL points, and you guys also have access to insider information like an awesome monthly newsletter, not to mention your log-on for the Player Connect app that you can download and use that brand new login for. So definitely do that and sign up at pgl.world today, and we'll showcase you as one of our newcomer highlights.
That's right, and we're about to do that right now. Sprinkle a little bit of beginner's luck over everybody. Starting it off, we got Papa G, then we had It's G, then we had Mario 81, then DL 1982, then we had Melk 85, then we had Nama's Girls, then we had Nama's 6, then we had Miko 7000, then we had Jewelston 8, and then we had Joe Crew 8. Nice. Welcome to the PGL, everybody. Hoping to see you guys maybe compete on these PGL standings or get some huge jackpots to your name. But for now, we're going to stick to those PGL standings and take a look where everybody has landed at, because it looked pretty chaotic last week.
Yeah, there was a lot of shakeups. No one is pretty much, only our top 3 are in the locations where they started out. And so starting off, Sarah Honey, who was in 10th place, starting out Wednesday morning, jumped up to 8th place, pushing Big Pimpin' from 9th to 10th and Nixon from 8th to 9th. And those are our only 3 that are outside of that 1 million point club so far.
That's crazy stuff. Definitely getting pretty crazy outside of that 1 million point club. But diving into the 1 million point club, things are still pretty chaotic.
Yes.
Ted got pushed back to 7th place from 6th place. Bryzo getting pushed back from 4th to 6th place, falling down a couple spots. And then we had Reyes 22, the reason behind both of those spots, pushing up from 7th place all the way to 5th place, getting into the top 5 of the standings. only like 1,000 points ahead of Brizo, though. So pretty close between those two, a virtual tie.
Very neck and neck right now. But they also had another player jumping up a little bit. As from 5th place to 4th, Forget UD was able to move up a little bit, separating himself from Reyes22, and so holding on to that 4th place spot, pretty solidified right now. But after tonight, we'll have to see what happens.
Very true. So definitely good job to all of those players doing some crazy jumps last week. You guys had some pretty crazy moves. But of course, the top 3 still looking the same. Number 3, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon. Number 2, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford. And first place is Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post.
Absolutely. And on the location side of things, our top 3 had some switcheroos. In 3rd place, they stayed the same. Neeson's Gaylord sitting in that 4 million point club, sitting there pretty solidified. The only location in the 4 million point club. But our 1st and 2nd place switched around. Third Rail Bar and Grill is back to 2nd, and Billy's Rockford took 1st last week. But if you want to keep up with everything Pilot Games, look on our Facebook page and give us a follow and a like. You'll be able to keep up with all of our weekly updates, bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. But we want to showcase our biggest winner of the weekend for you guys in our player highlight.
That's right. It's one of Pilot Games' very own superheroes, Policy Man over at Arlington Dugout.
That makes me want to do like the superhero stuff.
Policy Man. Is your plumbing up to date?
Yes.
But of course, good job, Policy Man. They took home $17,039 over at VFW Post 6031 Arlington, or that's the charity they supported over at Arlington Dugout, was VFW Post 6031 Arlington, and their mission statement is to foster camaraderie among United States veterans of overseas conflicts, to serve our veterans, the military, and our communities, and to advocate on behalf of all veterans.
That's amazing. That's a great location, a great charity to support, and an even better jackpot that made it to Policy Man's pocket. So definitely stick around, try your hand at that Twins Bingo jackpot. It's absolutely massive. Over 23 grand on the line in just 10 minutes. Hope to see you there, and remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
Hey guys, and we love giving out jackpots every single day, and every single weekend we give out a boatload of those jackpots. And last weekend was no different, as we gave out 14 jackpots over the weekend. Definitely a nice weekend with some huge cash amounts in it.
Oh, love to see it. And getting Friday started off right, we had Joe over at JJ's Bowl and Lounge, who took home a whopping $7,032.
Yeah, we also had KC KRC over at CJ's Bar and Grill, taking home $765. A lot of letters right there.
Absolutely, easily to trip up on. But next up, we had Maggie over at VFW Blaine getting to take home a $661 jackpot.
Yeah, we also had Win One at Main Street Sports Bar, taking home $1,290.
Hey, if you say it enough time, it's gonna happen. But then we had KNK over at Riverbend's Bar and Grill, who got to take home $998.
We also had Crown Apple getting a win of $3,939 over at Maple Tavern.
What a tasty jackpot. Then also on Saturday, starting our day off right, we had Tony at Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Rochester getting to take home $995.
We also had Mr. Wizard over at Titan Sports Saloon, taking home $1,090.
Nicely done, Mr. Wizard. Next up, we had Desi over at Bleachers, getting to take home $1,090.
We also had Teacup over at Legend Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $733 to end off that Saturday.
Nicely done, but Friday got started off right with Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, getting to take home $775.
Yeah, we also had Jibadizzle over at Oak Lawn Tavern, taking home $631.
Nicely done, and then rounding out all of our jackpots for the weekend, we had Sherelle over at American Legion Moorhead getting to take home $600.
Yeah, and good job to all those winners over the weekend. And remember, whenever you guys are playing out there in Minnesota, you guys are giving a little bit of that cash to charities. So when you play Pilot games, your community wins. Hey guys, and we love Twins Bingo, but we haven't been able to give out a Twins Bingo jackpot.
Not
Hopefully
quite.
it can happen this week, and then we can give out some more points towards the Twiking Zone, because that's what you guys are earning from that 12-to-1 time playing that Twins Bingo, as well as Vikings Bingo. You earn points for the Twiking Zone.
Absolutely. So I'm going to jump right in to tell you guys where these top 10 start off. In 10th place, we got Mikey Wins over at Steve-O, sitting with $79,000. 9th place is Bryzo at the Atomic Star Tavern with $84,000. With $87,000 in 8th place, we got Looser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. 7th place is Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge, sitting with 89,000 points. Then we jump right into that 100,000 point club as GTZ over at the Midi is sitting with 103,000 points in 6th place. Then in 5th place, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue sitting with 112,000. But with 114,000 right ahead of him in 4th place, we got Yo-Yo over at the Riverside Store and Tavern. 3rd place is Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven sitting with 127,000 points. And then with 128,000 points right ahead of her, with 2nd place, we got Simbob at Corky's Bar South Haven. But then in 1st place, it is Scrub-Eye at American Legion Fridley, dominating with 162,000 points.
Well, I know you already said this week that Nan is the player to watch, and so I'm going to have my eye out on that player as well, as it is a tight race in that Twiking Zone. But the location side, in 10th place, we got VFW Blaine with 111,000 points. With 112,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball. In 8th place, we got Steve-O's in Crystal with 136,000 points. With 144,000 points in 7th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 6th place is Our Place on 3rd in Faribault with 199,000 points. With 221,000 points in 5th place, we got Eagles Rochester. 4th place is a big-time location, Corner Bar in Goodhue, with 238,000 points. With 274,000 points in 3rd place, we got American Legion Fridley. 2nd place with 334,000 points, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. And in 1st place, VFW Spring Lake Park with 570,000 points.
Absolutely. So make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 12 to 1 to try your hand at that Twins Bingo and earn some points towards the Twiking Zone.
Hey guys, and we are getting into a little bit of Twins Bingo action, and it's going to be super exciting because we have $23,861 on the line of total prizes. That jackpot is going to continue to grow as you guys get enrolled, but you guys just have 45 seconds to get into this game, and we are streaming live on the Pilot TV Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Awesome stuff. But we just recently gave out a lot of those Pilot TVs to a lot of awesome locations. These places do include Mainline Bar and Grill, the Hideout Saloon and Grill, Old Town Tavern, Hiller's Last Call Liquor, American Legion Morristown, and Our Place on 3rd.
Definitely some great places to be getting those Pilot TVs. So make sure you guys are watching on a Pilot TV wherever you're playing Pilot games out. And if they don't have a Pilot TV, be like, hey, you guys should get a Pilot TV.
Exactly.
And hopefully we can add one to their location because they're super fun, so you guys can always be watching us whenever we are live. But we do have balls dropping in this very first game of Twins Bingo. $24 line prize, $24 large M, and $23,794 on that coverall prize, which is definitely good enough to be able to make our jackpot list.
Oh, very, very true. We had 3 jackpots go out yesterday, and they all contributed to the total of this season and the rolling week. But we got a winner. It's Juicy Loser over at American Legion Fridley, getting that line prize. Nice job, Loser.
Yeah, really good stuff. But yeah, that total now, 26 jackpots for the rolling week, 362 for season 11. Definitely having some really good jackpot action, and it continued on through Monday.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely did. It started off with Henry over at VFW Osaki's, taking away $652 to start off the day.
Nice.
Then up next, we had Canute over at American Legion Hugo, who won $724.
Yeah.
And funny thing, Canute is actually an old Viking king from like Norse mythology.
Really? That's super cool.
That's pretty fun.
Definitely a fun one.
It is spelled a little bit differently in like the actual like Viking mythology though.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it is in a show that you watch.
Yeah, it's also in a show.
It's spelled the exact same way that
right.
he spelled it. So that's pretty cool.
It is definitely pretty cool, but good job, Canute, you Viking warrior. But up next, we got Kevin Cruz over at Riverboat Depot taking away $1,031 to get the biggest jackpot of that last Monday.
Yeah, I would love to be built like one of those strong men that are built like Viking warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Like Eddie Hall, who is just
exactly.
absolutely massive.
He's like Eddie Hall, like he's not even really, it's not like he's like 5 foot or anything. Like he's like actually like.
He looks like he's 5 foot because of how thick he is.
Exactly. Yeah, it's hilarious. I'm pretty sure, isn't he like over 6 foot?
Yeah, I would guess so.
Maybe
because he doesn't look small next to the mountain.
I was about to say, he boxed with the dude from Game of Thrones, the mountain dude. And because they both became professional boxers for some reason.
Yes, it got chiseled for it.
They look like statues. It was ridiculous. But we do have a winner. It's Debster over at VFW Spring Lake Park, taking away that large M. Nice job, Debster. But it was crazy because, like, I've never seen a guy that big, either of those two dudes. I've never seen either of those two dudes like that were that big move that fast.
Yeah, Ben's letting me know that I'm already that thick in his size. Extra thick.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I need that in my life
so
sometimes.
funny.
We do have a coverall winner, though, before we talk more about
of
thickness. We got Brewy 31 over at Lucky Lure, taking home $36 on that one. Just a few balls away from taking home that coverall jackpot, but that means that jackpot is growing and rolling into this game number 2 of Twins Bingo.
Awesome stuff. Nice job, all you winners. But I know I was about to say, I love going to visit your family after, like, not seeing them for maybe a couple weeks or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, to both of them, they'll always be like, oh, you guys are looking bigger recently.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah. I've been working
They
out.
always notice that kind of stuff and make you feel good about it. So I very
so
much
funny.
appreciate
It's really
because they're
funny.
always like, you've been working out lately? Because our family's so revolved around, like, sports
Like
and
fitness
athletics
and-
and fitness and all that. And so then they always notice if you ever, like, oh, your chest is looking bigger.
Yeah.
What you benching now? And
It's so funny.
it's super fun.
No, for some reason, my mom is like that in a way, but she'll just be like, have you grown? Like, are you look taller. You look way taller. Like, you know, like, she's like, I swear, like, you're like, just grow a couple inches. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, are you shrinking?
That's so funny. But, like, my mom will do that. Like, be like, oh, you're like, getting larger. Like, you're putting on muscle. Yeah. But then we'll be like, you're only about 6'1", right? Like, you're only about 6'1". I'm like, I've been at least calling myself 6'3" for the past, like, 5 years. Like, I'm not 6'1", and she's like, no, you're 6'1".
Yeah. So funny. Yeah, it's just one of those, I don't know, it's a weird mom thing. I feel like
it cracks me up.
It's super funny.
But what doesn't crack me up, which is a lot of fun, it is Blazing Wheels. Definitely check it out. It's a really, really fun game. Try your luck spinning the Blazing Wheel in the bonus round and see if you can win some scorching prizes.
All right, for sure. Yeah, definitely really cool stuff. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. We're actually listening to it right now, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty fun. It's honestly a lot more funky of a sound than I thought it would be.
It definitely is. I thought it would be more like a rock and roll theme.
Yeah.
But, like, it's more of a...
Or like an Old West kind of thing. Like maybe like a parlor sound.
Yeah, maybe.
But I kind of like it, to be honest.
I do. It's a little techno. Yeah. It's definitely fun stuff. And if you guys want to see a preview of all the fun stuff you can get in Blazing Wheels, check out our Facebook page. Search up Pilot Games and you'll see our logo. That way you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player picks, and so much more. You can also click on our website link, which has links to our bar locations, socials, pgl.world, so much on our Facebook page. Definitely go check it out.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But you can also see what we do every single day at Pilot Games here. And we're about to tell you right now as well, because we start off every single day with what we're doing right now, the Twins Bingo 25-cent cards from 12 to 1 p.m. And during this time, we play 10 games of Twins Bingo.
Yeah, this has to be my highlighted jackpot of the day.
100%. What were the exact? This jackpot right here, right now, is the best jackpot of the day. I would definitely say as well. It's over $23,819. You can see it right there. It's insanity.
Definitely some really good stuff. You don't see it grow that often. Usually it goes out before 10 grand, but it's been tough to get out these last few weeks, and so we'll see if we can give it out. The first Twins Bingo jackpot, because we still haven't been able to give out a Twins Bingo jackpot since we switched it on over.
So this is like a year-old jackpot right here.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, no, it's been since last Twin season we've been building this thing up. So we definitely want to get it out right here in one of these games that we're playing. Only 9 more chances, and we're in one of those chances. But after that, we got that 25-cent edition of Jackpot Hunter, which runs from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock. The minor jackpot is sitting at 52 balls or less, but it's at $0. Okay. It only takes $50, though, to click up 4 balls from 52 to 56, and then 50 more to click up from 56 to 60, and so on and so forth. And it's really, really fun. But my highlighted jackpot of those games is the major jackpot. That's at $5,428. You can win it also in 52 balls or less.
Not bad at all, but we do have a winner. It's Swannies over at our place on 3rd, taking away that line prize. Nice job, Swannies.
Yeah, let's see if we can give out this large M. And then that mega jackpot, it's still a tough win at 44 balls or less to win, but it has clicked up from 43 to 44, which means it's going to start getting intense soon.
Yeah, definitely keep your eyes peeled for that, because you do not want to miss out on when that happens.
Yeah, the mega jackpot's always huge cash that goes out.
100%. But, of course, right after that time slot of the 25-cent cards of Jackpot Hunter, we have from 4 to 6 p.m. our awesome happy hour live stream. We got 2 games of Lucky 4 Bingo during that time, one at 4 p.m., one at 6 p.m. You get both of those chances at $8,656 before anyone gets enrolled into those games. But we also have 23 games of Jackpot Hunter between those 2 games from 4 to 6 p.m. Got a lot of awesome prizes set up for tonight, starting it off with that minor jackpot at $140 and 56 balls or less, starting off pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. The major isn't anything to shake a stick at either.
No, it's at $13,954 and 51 balls or less. But the mega jackpot did give out somewhat recently, so it is still at $100,000 and 43 balls or less to win.
Yeah, definitely going to take a little bit longer for that one to build up, but we will be super excited for once it does. We do have Irv over at Eagles Rochester taking home that large M of $25, giving us a little bit of a run-up at this coverall prize with 2A Girl in line to be able to take this one home. But after that happy hour, we got our Skull Bingo that actually gets interrupted tonight, but during that Skull Bingo, it normally runs from 6 all the way till 10. I'll tell you you when it's not going to be being run in just a moment. But they have 3 different great jackpots available in Skull Bingo. A line prize of $254, 10 balls or less to win. A large frame of $3,157, 43 balls to win that one. And a coverall of $24,667 that you can win in 50 balls or less. And you'll get a really good shot at it because there will be only an hour and a half of interruption during that time. Before we talk about that interruption, we do have a winner.
That's right. It's Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub over in Oak Park Heights, taking away that $38 must-go prize. Nice job, Kate's Papa. But yeah, so regarding that really weird and very mysterious, interruption for tonight, it is MegaSota Game Night. You guys probably already knew that. But MegaSota Game Night, it starts at 6:40 like it does every single Tuesday. Got a lot of awesome PGL games during this time. And even kind of in between all those PGL games, we have another chance at Jackpot Hunter, the $1 cards during that time too. So if we, happen to leave off on a really crazy jackpot, then you can get another shot at it during MegaSota Game Night tonight. But also, after all those games that we get to play, we got to cap it all off, the Jackpot Jungle Finale. And on the coverall prize and 54 balls or less to win, it's at $4,781 before anyone even gets enrolled.
Yeah, and you guys want to be out there to watch Tony and Nikki going live for MegaSota Game Night, because we still will have MegaSota Game Night next week, but it's not going to be Tony and Nikki, and we're going to have to wait 2 weeks before they get back on air. And so it's going to be some specialty guests coming on for next week's MegaSota Game Night, which should be a lot of fun. But you want to get that Tony and Nikki action, definitely come out tonight. Not only can you get Tony and Nikki action, you can also get some Timberwolves action tonight as well, which should be some good stuff. But tomorrow we have another specialty night to talk about, and that's Wild Wednesday. That goes from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. There's a bunch of PGL tournament game action, as well as a Jackpot Jungle coverall that you can win $11,233 if you win it in 52 balls or less, and you can do that on a 25-cent card.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So come on out for tonight, MegaSota Game Night, and tomorrow night, Wild Wednesday. Some awesome PGL chances to get at you guys. But, of course, we got some really cool national days to get into while you guys are getting enrolled for this next chance at this jackpot of over 23 grand. Definitely getting enrolled, only a minute left. But in the meantime, we got a National State Day to get into since it is a Tuesday. And we'll be starting it off with National North Dakota Day. And National North Dakota Day recognizes the Peace Garden State.
Yeah, and it's also the other state that Pilot Games is at, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So there it is. Fun little state day. And so the other state that we're in, National North Dakota Day, definitely some awesome stuff.
Okay. So the Peace Garden State, the slogan originates from the International Peace Garden and was actually added to vehicle registration plates of North Dakota in 1956. So it's one of those things. I guess it's like really big part of the state, and they just have it as part of their little things they got going on. That's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. But we do have some North Dakota facts. And here is some geography fun facts.
Okay.
Little Missouri National Grassland is the largest grassland in the United States at more than 1 million acres, and one of 3 grasslands in North Dakota.
Wait, that's only one of them.
Yeah.
That's not even all of it. That is one of the 3 that they have.
Yeah, and
that's
it's
hilarious.
1 million acres. It's awesome to hear about how much nature is still preserved there in North Dakota.
That's super cool. I know isn't a football field is approximately 1 acre, right? Or 2? Or an acre and a half or something.
A football field. I don't know what a football field is exactly.
I think it's 1 to 2 acres.
Okay.
And so that means that 1 million football fields can fit inside those grasslands that they have.
That's awesome.
That's super funny.
We do have a line prize going out to 69 T-Bird over at Lookout Bar and Grill. Definitely a nice car and a nice win for you, 69 T-Bird.
Awesome stuff. But yeah, football fields to acres, if you guys were wondering. Football field is 1.32 acres.
Okay, so it's slightly bigger, so you can fit a little less than 1 million football fields.
This is that is hilarious, though. That's a lot of football fields.
Definitely is.
Well, let's take a look at what else they got going on. The geographical center of North America, so the direct, actual center of the entire continent, is marked in North Dakota in the town of Rugby.
That's great.
That is super cool.
That's really, really cool. Explorers William Clark and Meriwether Lewis and the crops of Discovery spent more time in what is now North Dakota than any other place on their journey.
That's super cool.
Yeah, so Lewis and Clark spent their most amount of their time in North Dakota.
Honestly, if you think about it, like, it was probably a great midway point.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like,
I mean, center of the states.
yeah, center of the states, and also, like, just really nice weather other than in the winter.
Yeah,
super
definitely
cool.
some good stuff.
That's awesome. But other than that, we were talking about it earlier, the International Peace Garden. It's a beautiful symbol of peace and friendship straddling the U.S. and Canadian border of North Dakota and Manitoba.
That's really, really awesome. Well, definitely some really good stuff. Happy National North Dakota Day. We do have a winner on this large gem, Stoley, over at American Legion Shakopee, taking home $28. We'll see if we can give this out in the next 2 balls to give out this 24 grand jackpot. Doesn't look like it's happening. We're going to be moving on to a $42 must-go prize, but we got a bunch of players 2 balls away.
That's right. But actually, one little tidbit about the International Peace Garden is that it's actually free to go to, and you can go in between the 2 countries in the International Peace Garden, and it's not a big deal. Like, you can just kind of do whatever.
Really?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's super, super
So you can
funny.
actually stand in the U.S. and Canada at the same time if you wanted to.
That's hilarious.
Pretty funny.
We do have Red One over at American Legion Shakopee, taking home $42 on that one.
That's funny. It reminds me of Red One of the Star Wars pilots. Remember when they're like, oh, like Red One, like we're born in,
yes,
like,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Didn't make me think of it, but now I'm going to think of it every time I see it. Good job, Red One. We do
Nice
have
job.
another national day to get into as we got National
Amaretto
Day. On April 19th, National Amaretto Day recognizes a liquor known around the world for its flavor and aroma.
Yeah, it's like a liqueur or whatever, I think.
Okay. Looks tasty. Looks like it goes with
Yeah.
citrusy drinks.
I think, is it like cherry? I don't know. It looks like Italian. Oh, is it the same thing as like Disaronno?
Maybe.
I think it is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's like cherry. It's like that cherry flavored like liquor.
That sounds super, super tasty.
Yeah, interesting stuff. Pretty cool. So, yeah, definitely happy Amaretto Day. That's pretty funny that they have a national day for it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely a good one to celebrate, especially at the bars that you guys are at right now.
Yeah, so definitely get yourself a drink that includes some Amaretto.
100%. I bet they have some probably some pretty tasty ones. But up next, probably one that you don't want to celebrate in a drink is National Garlic Day. Each year on April 19th, National Garlic Day celebrates a vegetable. Didn't know it was a vegetable, but it makes sense. Also known as the stinking rose. The fragrant and potent root has been seasoning dishes for thousands of years.
Oh, yeah, you literally just throw garlic in a pan, and I'll be like, what you cooking? That
Exactly.
smells really
Smells
good.
good.
Yeah,
exactly.
Ooh, it sounds like you're cooking up something tasty. And it's literally just garlic in a pan.
Exactly. Just like garlic with some olive oil or something.
Exactly. And it's just boiling in a pan. That's
Yeah.
all. And that's the smell. I'm being like, wow. Can I have a taste of that?
It's like, let me get some of that, please. But definitely happy National Garlic Day, everybody. I mean, garlic, it's one of the best seasonings, I feel like, for just like random dishes and stuff.
For sure, definitely. It's like a garlic, onion powder, pepper, and those kinds of things. It has to go in pretty much everything.
I want to see if there's any dessert garlic dishes.
Really?
I want to see.
I wonder. I would guess not, but like there definitely could be.
All right, dessert recipes made with garlic.
Okay, this is definitely.
All right, so for the first one, it's apple spice cake with roasted garlic.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. We have that doesn't sound good.
I don't think any of this is gonna sound good to me, so I'll just kind of smile and be like,
black garlic chocolate cake with raspberry sauce.
oh my gosh.
Black garlic and chocolate truffles. Ugh. Garlic brittle cookies. Oh, pineapple.
Garlic brittle cookies, I could actually see being decent.
Like if it was like, it's more of almost like a cracker almost.
Yes,
at that point.
exactly.
Yeah. A pineapple garlic upside down cake. I just don't see that one either. They have garlic brownies on here too. Yeah, they have a couple more, but I'm good.
That's interesting. I would enjoy your garlic on something normal, not a sweet,
right.
just a normal nice dish. We do have balls dropping in this next game of Twins Bingo. Definitely some good stuff. Hoping that we can give out this $24,224 on this one. People are definitely getting after it because we got a $31 line prize and a $31 large M.
That's right. Getting after a crazy jackpot on this. Still have not been able to give it out. Over 24 grand on there.
Yeah.
Go for it, guys. But of course, getting more into these, we still have some couple more national days to get into.
Two more to get into as we got National Oklahoma City Bombing Commemoration Day. We do have a winner on this line prize. Before I go over this day, Alyssa over at Mad Cow taking home $31. But each year, National Oklahoma City Bombing Commemoration Day on April 19th honors the memory of those killed during the Oklahoma City bombing in April 19th of 1995.
Yeah, no, it was a tragedy on this day, and it's just a day to commemorate it and just remember that one of the biggest tragedies in the United States.
Yeah, and remember the people the great people whose lives were lost during that day.
Even lives affected as well. So definitely, a day to remember. But we do have one more national day to get into, and it's a little bit more of a lighthearted note for this one. It's National Hanging Out Day.
May not be what you think it is, though.
Okay. Well, let's get into it and find out, because each year on April 19th, Project Laundry List works with hundreds of other organizations to sponsor National Hanging Out Day. This day encourages communities to learn about the benefits, both financially and environmentally, of using a clothesline for drying laundry. According to Project Laundry List's website, clothing dryers account for an astonishing 6 to 10% of residential energy consumption.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
so
cool.
there's a little fun fact for you, and it's super fun, especially if you are in the good weather for the next week.
Very true.
Summer's around the corner for us, and those are the kind of times that you can go and use those clotheslines, and it's a super good way to help the environment as well as keep a little change in your pocket.
No, very true. And honestly, sun-dried clothing, it feels so nice.
Oh, it definitely
does feel pretty nice. But we do have a winner on that large M. It's Irv over at Eagles Rochester taking it away. And now we got a coverall winner, Steve, over at VFW Spring Lake Park, taking away that $47 must-go prize. Nice job, Steve.
Yeah, only a few balls away from that coverall prize once again. And so we'll see if we can give it out as we are getting enrolled into a game number 5, halfway point of these games, and we're hoping that we can give out the jackpot at some point during these games. So keep on getting rolled, press and play.
That's right, but we got some awesome Twins news to get into. Unfortunately, we are 4-6, but we got some good stuff happening recently. Jorge Polanco, and it is National Garlic Day, and Kyle Garlick hit early 2-run homers over the Green Monster to back Dylan Bundy, carrying the Minnesota Twins past the Red Sox 8-3 in Boston's annual Patriots Day game on Monday.
Yeah. Definitely a great win for our Twins, especially after losing to the Boston Red Sox. I think it was 8-1 the game prior. Came back, showed that we can do that same exact thing to them, got the win, and we're hoping that today we can get another win, close in on that 50-50 record as we take on the Royals at 7:10 p.m.
Yep, very true. So definitely tune in for that one. It's going to be a fun matchup. But as you guys know, we have teamed up with the Minnesota Twins here at Pilot Games. And you play the E-Tab game, Twins Win, today wherever Pilot Games are played. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. Got that home run derby bonus in there. It's really cool, too. A really fun theme with it as well.
Yeah, one of my favorite games that we have. But it also ties in with our partnership with the Twins, and you guys are playing a little bit of Twins Bingo. That is what earns points towards our Vikings Zone. The combination of the points you earn during this Twins Bingo and the points you earn during Vikings Bingo. We combine those together to create a great top 10 for you guys. And in 9th place right now, we got Mikey Wins tied up, playing at Steve O's, tied up with Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon. They both have 88,000 points. 8th place, we got Dago 11 over at the Polar Lounge with 89,000 points. With 90,000 points in 7th place, we got Brizo over at the Atomic Star Tavern. 6th place is GTZ over at the Midi with 108,000 points. First player in that 100,000 point club. 6th place is Yo-Yo over at the Riverside Store and Tavern with 115,000 points. with 124,000 points. In 4th place, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue. 3rd place is Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar Southaven with 132,000 points. 2nd place is Nan over at Corky's Bar Southaven with 133,000 points. And then the number 1 player, Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine with 164,000 points.
That's right. Good job to all the players in those standings. You guys are all doing great. But we got some location standings to get into. Starting it off, it is a two-way tie in 9th place between Main Street Pub in Kimball and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. They both have 120,000 points. And Main Street Pub in Kimball actually entered that tie previously in 10th place. Now in 8th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 147,000 points. 7th place, it's Steve-O's over at Crystal with 165,000 points. In 6th place, it's Our Place on 3rd and Faribault with 208,000 points. And in 5th place, it's Eagles Rochester with 224,000 points. 4th place, Corner Bar in Goodhue with 255,000 points. 3rd place, as we get into the top 3, it's American Legion Fridley with 278,000 points. 2nd place, moving up a club, we got Corky's Bar in Southaven with 339,000 points. And in 1st place, they are forward a couple 100,000 point clubs. We got VFW Spring Lake Park in 1st with 585,000 points. But good job to all the locations and the players playing within those locations. You guys are all doing great stuff. But we do have balls dropping on this game as we have 2 prizes at $30 on the line prize and the large M. Going out to Stoley over at American Legion Shakopee, we got that line prize, but we still got that coverall to look forward to. At 52 balls or less to win, it's over $24,300.
Definitely really good stuff. And, well, we kind of already talked about our E-Tab spotlight of this broadcast, but it's so good we'll talk about it twice. It's the newest E-Tab we just put out, Blazing Wheels. It's super, super fun. Try your luck spinning that Blazing Wheel and see if you can win some scorching prizes. But if Blazing Wheels isn't your thing, we have so many different options for you. I mean, a plethora of different options, 50 different ones to be exact, and you guys can play anytime, win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's awesome bonus and free play rounds along with that as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. Check them out. Let us know what you think. But of course, we got a lot of awesome stuff going on outside of our bingo area, and of course those E-Tab games too, happening 2 nights a week. We got MegaSota Game Night and TwinsWinsDay, or Wild Wednesday right now.
Yeah.
And of course, you got to sign up at pgl.world to become a member of our league and participate in those 2 MegaSota Game Night and Wild Wednesday. And during that time, PGL players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter you really do not want to miss out on. It's a lot of awesome stuff.
You do also get highlighted on our new PGL member spotlight.
Ooh, okay.
And we just had some new members join up. We got Papa G, It's Guy, Mario 81, DL 1982, Melch 85, Nama's Girls, Nama 6, Miko 7000, Jolston 8, and Joe Grew 8.
Awesome stuff. Nice job. Well, welcome to the PGL, everybody. But we do have a large M going out to Callie over at Sportsman's Tavern in Hibbing. Taking it away. Nice job, Callie.
We did click over on that coverall to a $46 must-go coverall, and so we'll see if it can go out. But while you guys are working towards that, we do have the PGL player standings, which have been super fun, and we'll see if any of those new players can get into those standings. It will be tough since we're so far in the season 11, though.
Very true, but starting it off, before we get into the top 10s, we got a couple winners. We got Firsty and Los Dave Jr. over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Firsty is playing over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub. Nice job to both of you winners. But now, getting into the PGL standings, so the player side of things.
Yes.
We got in 10th place, Big Pimpin' over the Alibi of Gilbert with 863,000 points. In 9th place, we got Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 903,000 points. In 8th place, actually the one knocking back both of those players a couple spots, we got Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 940,000 points. Sarah Honey was in 10th place, now in 8th place. In 7th place, was in 6th place, we got Ted over at Sunshine Depot with 1,025,000 points. In 6th place, actually fell from 4th place, we got Bryzo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,035,000 points. In 5th place, rising from 7th place, we got Reyes22 over at Old Town Tavern with 1,036,000 points, only 1,000 points ahead of 6th place, Bryzo. But now in 4th place, actually came from 5th place, moving up a spot. We got Forget You D over at Eagles Austin with 1,146,000 points. Now in 3rd place, getting into the top 3, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 1,324,000 points. In 2nd place, it's Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 1,565,000 points. And in 1st place, it is still Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 1,735,000 points.
Definitely some great player standings right there. And the location standings are just as exciting. As in 10th place, we got Neighbors Pub Dover with 3,041,000 points. With 3,227,000 points in 9th place, we got Beck's Pub and Becker, who actually got bumped back from 8th. Getting bumped back from 6th into 8th, we got Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 3,326,000 points. Getting bumped back from 5th into 7th, we got VFW Northfield with 3,378,000 points. Moving up from 9th into 6th, we got Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa with 3,412,000 points. Moving up from 7th into 5th, we got Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 3,582,000 points. 4th place, we got American Legion Cleveland with 3,782,000 points. 3rd place in the 4 million point club, we got Neeson's Gaylord with 4,355,000 points. But we did have a shakeup just on this last Wednesday in our 1st and 2nd place spot in the location standings, as Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake got bumped back from 1st into 2nd with 5,395,000 points. But just barely able to scrape by, only about 400 points ahead of Third Rail Bar and Grill. In 1st place is Billy's Rockford. I can't wait to see which location it comes down to tonight.
Very true. Good job to all of those players and locations. You guys are all doing great stuff. But of course, we do have a little bit of Minnesota Wild news to get into, and we are now 46-21-7 on the season.
And solidified ourselves a playoff spot.
Ooh.
We did just recently solidify ourselves a playoff spot. We didn't do it in this game.
Okay, I was about to say.
I think we might have actually done it in this game now that I'm thinking about it, because it was an overtime loss. It wasn't just a regular loss, so we still received playoff points for it. And I think it actually might have been this game that we ended up solidifying ourselves within the NHL playoffs, which is super, super exciting to be able to feel that confident heading into the back end of the season and just getting ready for those playoffs and worrying about seeding and everything like that. But we did have a pretty tough loss, as Braden Shern scored 56 seconds into overtime to beat us for the St. Louis Blues, to beat us to a 6-5 win on Saturday for their season high 8th straight victory.
That's right, but we do have a couple winners on that line prize. We got the Rose over at Carboni's Pizza, Hippie over at Main Street Pub, 69 T-Bird at Lookout Bar, and Donna M over at Friends Bar. All of those players splitting up that line prize. Nice job, all of you. But before we get further into into Wild news, we have an update about Byron Buxton's injury.
Okay.
And there's absolutely no structural damage in his knee.
Good.
And it was mostly, I think, just kind of like a pulled muscle kind of thing when it happened. And so it's looking very promising. I think they're sitting him out like a game or two, but yeah, I mean, looking good for his injury, nothing serious.
Good to hear that it's something that can be fixed, and he'll be out for our Twins once again, as he is one of those consistent people that really boost that offensive game.
Exactly. I mean, he's one of the best players in the MLB right now, but obviously very good news to hear. But getting back to our Minnesota Wild, following that overtime loss to the St. Louis Blues, we have that game today against the Canadiens right at 6 p.m. So hopefully we can beat up on them, get another win at the end of the season. But before we get into more stuff, we do have KRC over at JC's Bar and Grill taking away that large Nice Shop KRC. Also, now still in the line to get to that jackpot. Nice Shop KRC.
Oh, very, very much in line to be able to give out this jackpot.
Yeah, but as you guys know, we have teamed up with the Minnesota Wild for that ETAB game, Let's Go Wild. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. You can play it wherever Pilot games are played. But we got some really cool stuff to get into now.
I'm being hesitant because I'm like, okay, is it going out right here?
Nah,
doesn't look like it. Dang.
Like
$48 on that coverall prize. Lots of people now 2 balls away from that prize.
It's like 2 balls away, like 43
oh,
balls.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe none of those, none of the lucky balls could have fallen for KRC. But that means that jackpot has just continued to get bigger into this game number 7, I think it is. because I think we're in game number 6, and we do have a winner in that coverall. It's Lost Dave Jr. over at VFW Spring Lake Park, taking home $48.
Awesome stuff. But of course, we got a really cool fishing report to get into. It's coming from the Lake of the Woods Tourism by Outdoors Weekly, and on April 14th, 2022, it was updated. So, on the Rainy River, as of Monday, April 11th, the Rainy River is open all the way to the Wheelers Point area. Excuse me. But that boat access is predicted to be open very soon. Other boat ramps upstream on the river are already open. Fishing is good with both walleyes and sturgeon being caught. Earlier in the week, anglers were welcomed by snow and wind, but still caught some fish despite the water temperatures getting colder. As the week progressed, so did the weather, and many reports of huge walleyes being caught and released. All of that walleye fishing is catch and release only on the river and 4 Mile Bay through April 14th. So now, I think now that it's past April 14th, it is now officially you can catch and keep the walleye. That's pretty cool to hear.
Yes, that's really good stuff.
But of course, moving forward, we do have most anglers are jigging with a jig and a frozen shiner or a live minnow or a plastic. Trolling crankbaits was also a successful method with gold, the hot crankbait color. It's definitely pretty cool stuff. So for all you out there, it is gold is the hot color recently.
Okay.
But many big sturgeon were being caught this week using a glob of crawlers or crawlers with frozen emerald shiners on a sturgeon rig, which is an 18-inch leader material of 60-pound test or 3/050 circle hook and a 3/4 ounce with no roll sinker. Sturgeon rigs are available at local bait shops. Heavier rods and reels are recommended, obviously, because sturgeon are pretty gigantic, kind of like river monster-esque.
For sure. Oh, yeah, when we saw that largest one, we were down in PyCon when we saw it. And it was absolutely huge.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They are literally like prehistoric creatures.
That's what it looks like sometimes.
No, literally. But of course, most sturgeon anglers are targeting holes throughout the river where sturgeon are living and are waiting for their next meal. So definitely, you got to be a little smart about your sturgeon fishing right now, because obviously it's the beginning of the fishing season. They're not out and about regularly right now. But have good luck with all your fishing, whether it's walleye or sturgeon or whatever. If you're fishing for goldfish in your pond, I don't know. But of course, have fun as we're getting into the beginning of the fishing season.
And also, have fun playing Pilot games, and while you're having that fun, send in those player pics. If you win a jackpot, hold that iPad up and let us see your smiling faces. Snap that photo, and you can send that into our Facebook page or wherever Facebook page, emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com, as well as posting them onto any of your social medias with the hashtag PilotGames. But it doesn't just have to be a jackpot photo. It can also be a photo of you having a good time with your friends, your favorite bartender, just you having a good time playing Pilot games is worth a photo for us.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But as you guys are getting enrolled into this game, only 10 seconds away, by the way, so get enrolled. Hurry up. We got a little bit of Vikings news to get into, and we have a theory about a possible trade between the Vikings and Chiefs that is actually a pretty massive trade.
Yeah, it would be a pretty cool one. The Kansas City Chiefs hold the 29th and 30th overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft as an extra gift from the Tyreek Hill trade to the Miami Dolphins. A couple weeks ago, Vikings territory explained how a trade with Minnesota Vikings might make sense. Here's the idea. The Chiefs would receive this from the Vikings, the 12th overall pick in the first round. Let them go and get their top wide receiver pick, because there will probably only be one, maybe two wide receivers off the board at that time. They would get their selection of great wide receivers. And if we don't have our prospect there, we could then trade down and receive a plethora of picks, and that we'll talk about after we talk about the winner. Juicy loser of American Legion Fridley taking home $35. But you want to talk about what Kansas City would be giving up.
Yeah, all right, so in return, we would be getting these following picks from the Chiefs if we gave up that 12th pick. We got the first-round pick, number 29, second-round pick, number 62, a third-round pick at number 94, and the fourth-round pick at number 135.
Yeah,
that
so
would be all this year.
Pretty much spread out a bunch of draft picks throughout all the rounds, still getting that first-round pick at number 29, where you could still pick up some good talent. You could probably still pick up a cornerback that you're not quite so sure on, because, I mean, it's probably one of those cornerbacks like Trent McDuffie and the Florida cornerback as well. There's a few of those guys that would end up dropping down to that first round pick, and then that way you don't feel like you're reaching at that number 12 pick to try and fill a need.
Very true. Yeah. So definitely, I mean, and obviously, I think it's very contextual on who's available at that 12th pick when we reach that 12th pick.
Yes, I think this is a kind of a day of the draft kind of trade. They see, the number 1 overall prospect at that wide receiver position. You got Garrett Wilson, the speedster out of Ohio State, and they're like, well, maybe he might be the next Tyreek Hill for us.
Yeah.
And they go up and they trade up and go and get a Garrett Wilson kind of guy. And then it would be perfect for us, especially if you got the 3 prospects that I want right now: Kyle Hamilton, Derek Stingley Jr., and Sauce Gardner.
Yes.
Like, those are the 3 that I want. If none of those guys are there, I would so take this trade.
No, I 100% agree. And that's the thing. It's kind of trending towards that because recently in a lot of mock drafts, all 3 of those players are going top 10.
Yeah, it does look that way. We do have Nelly over at Eagles Rochester taking home $35 on this one. Definitely some good stuff. I got my fingers crossed that Kyle Hamilton ends up dropping because I would love to see Harrison Smith and Kyle
duo.
Hamilton paired up as a safety
That'd be
duo.
ridiculous. But we do have GTZ over at the midi taking away that coverall prize. Nice job, GTZ. But I know regarding Kyle Hamilton, there's a little bit of like a smoke screen going on with that right now. I feel like a lot of NFL executives and scouts and stuff are trying to be like, oh, the media is hyping up Kyle Hamilton. You know what I mean? Like, he's actually, NFL executives aren't actually that high up on him. I have a feeling I think a lot of people are very high up on Kyle Hamilton.
He's one of those guys that are super talented, and he should go up in that top 10. But, those kind of prospects that don't play your stereotypical position of he doesn't have a crew position. He plays a safety linebacker.
Yep.
You're going to have to play him kind of like a Troy Polamalu type of safety, where he's very much involved in the run game as well as the pass game as well.
He uses that athleticism to its fullest extent.
Exactly. And so you've got to be a team that's confident that you can do that with him. Yeah. And I think he would be a perfect fit for our Vikings and Ed Donatel's defensive system.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, when you have players like that, I feel like it makes your defense more unpredictable. You know what I mean?
And plus it would give us a perfect duo heading into the future with Cameron Bynum and Kyle Hamilton playing the safety, and Harrison Smith getting replaced by Cameron Bynum in the upcoming future.
Very true. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Kind of setting up a little bit for more when Harrison Smith either leaves or just retires
or whatever. Yeah. He's getting a little longer in the tooth, and so he may become more of that veteran presence within the locker room. And we might be looking for more other options as well. But he's still playing some of his best football, and so we got a few more years before we got to think about that.
Very true. So definitely a lot of cool stuff we could do with this draft, but as you guys know, we've teamed up with the Minnesota Vikings. You can play the E-Tab game. We teamed up with them for Vikings victory. It's a lot of fun. You guys know all about it. Even with the Twins game too and the Wild game we have partnerships with all of them. But speaking of all the different Minnesota teams that we're talking about today, we actually have 2 games being played with the Twins and the Timberwolves tonight. Timberwolves are playing at 7:30 against the Grizzlies. I don't know why I blanked on that for a second. And then, of course, the Twins are playing at 7:10 tonight. So a couple pretty good Minnesota sports teams playing some pretty fun games.
Oh, wow. We got less than only 9 days till the NFL draft.
Oh, yeah, it's April 28th. Yeah. That's when it starts.
Yeah, so really, really soon. Should be next Thursday.
Yeah, that'll be insane. And then for the next couple days after that, that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be cool.
That'll be super fun. Maybe we'll have to get a specialty night for that draft night.
That'd be sweet. That would definitely be pretty sweet.
Definitely would be some good stuff. But we do have good stuff that happens every single day during our happy hour, and we give out a bunch of jackpots as well as Jackpot Hunter points, which attribute to these top 10 standings, which are players in the Jackpot Hunter standings have been crazy, as getting bumped back from a 9th place tie, at VFW Coon Rapids is in 10th place now with 39,000 points. Moving out of that tie into strictly 9th place, it's Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 with 41,000 points. With 50,000 points in 8th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. 6th place, we actually have a 2-way tie. Moving from 7th into 6th, we got Kimmy over at Nisswa Legion, tying it up with 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar. They both have 50,000 57,000 points. 5th place, we got Brother Nat over at the Chart House with 59,000 points. With 61,000 points in 4th place, we got Kev over at the Deer Stand. 3rd place is now Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 83,000 points. With 101,000 points in 2nd place, we got Bull over at Corner Bar and Goodhue. And in 1st place, we got Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 138,000 points.
Awesome stuff. But I was actually, so Ben, he sent in about the NFL draft. He was like, yeah, I'll be waiting on my call for when they, draft his number. But we do have M. Tez over at Sherry Sports Saloon taking away the line prize. Nice job, M. Tez.
Minnesota Tez.
I was actually thinking that it got my brain churning a little bit. I was like, since you still have years of eligibility on in your college resume.
I don't have any NCAA eligibility left.
Oh, no, you don't.
I don't think I have any NCAA.
I was about to say,
I might have 1 year. I might have 1 year left of eligibility, just due to to COVID. Like I could call a COVID red shirt maybe.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. I know, but I was thinking, could you just officially call for the NFL draft, enter the NFL draft?
I think you technically I think as soon as I think anyone can enter the NFL draft. There's just a lot of people.
That's so funny. I just want to post on my Instagram some random day and just be like, I am officially entering the NFL draft. And just show up to draft day and everything, and just be the only one left on the floor after
so funny.
Oh my god.
They wouldn't I don't think they would let you on the floor.
No, I would definitely not be invited.
You have to you have to
be like a top prospect.
I think you have to be a first round draft pick, prospect kind of thing, and you have to be invited to that kind of deal. Yeah. But definitely that would be hilarious.
I guess I'll have to make a name for myself.
Yeah. Maybe what was that one guy that got signed with the Lions a while ago? He did all those kicks that went crazy.
Yeah.
He had a fun nickname, but we do have Hippie over at Main Street Pub taking home $36 on that one. One ball away to go. Let's see if we can give it out. Doesn't look like it's happening. Moving on to a $54 must-go prize.
It was Nick DeAngelis.
Do you know what his nickname was?
Was it Destroying?
No.
Is that Destroying?
No, that's a different kicker.
Okay, I was about to say, because I saw it was super recent. It was 2022.
Maybe that's a different guy.
No. He just was able to go onto the field and kick field goals on the field. He didn't actually play with the team.
Okay.
But we do have a winner. It's Sam over at the Purple Goose, one of my favorite locations, taking away the coverall prize. Nice job, Sam. But let's see.
It's like Kickalicious or something like that.
So what was it? Let's see. Oh, I don't even know. It wasn't Matt. It was before Matt Prater because it was. Was it Austin Siebert? No,
I can't remember. We'll have to move on from it.
That's right. Maybe I'll take a look after the broadcast, and maybe we'll have the information for later.
You can talk about it afterwards. But that's super funny stuff. We do have the location side of these Jackpot Hunter standings to get into, as you guys are getting enrolled into a game number 9. Only 2 more games left to get this jackpot out. So make sure you guys continue to get enrolled and press play.
That's right. But in 10th place, starting off these location standings for Jackpot Hunter, we got American Legion Fridley in 10th place. Following them in 9th place was in 10th place. We got Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton. In 8th place was in 7th place. We got Shady's Railside and Rice. 7th place was in 8th place. Rose up a spot. It's Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop. In 6th place, we got Billy's Rockford. In 5th place, we got Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd. In 4th place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm. And in 3rd place, we got Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. In 2nd place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park. And in 1st place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue, just dominating these standings.
Yeah, definitely. Some great stuff. Our celebrity birthday list is pretty fun as well. As we get started off in 1933, Jane Mansfield, American actress. The Girl Can't Help is what she was a big role in. And
let's take a look at what else she got going on over at
I think she's one of those very, very pretty women of her time.
It's kind of like a model.
Yeah, she was an actress, singer, nightclub entertainer. She was part of Playboy.
Oh, gosh,
was a huge.
And she had a very well publicized personal life. A lot of publicity stunts.
Was kind of like the
she was
Kim
like the
Kardashian.
One of the first influencers of history. That's
interesting.
Hilarious.
Well, happy birthday, James Mansfield.
That was pretty cool. But up next in 1935, we got Dudley Moore, who's an English comedian and actor known for being in 10, Arthur, Bedazzled. He was also a jazz pianist and composer.
Yeah, really, really talented guy. Definitely recognize him as an actor.
Oh, did he do the whatchamacallit? Never mind. I don't think I know. I think Arthur was whatchamacallit, like a comedy or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on Arthur, but was it?
Oh, I see. Yeah, he was actually So he actually rose to prominence because he was the leading figure of the British satire like comedy boom. So he kind of like pioneered this whole new like dry comedy. Like,
That's awesome. Well,
that's pretty cool.
Happy birthday, Dudley Moore. Next up, born in 1942, we got Edwin Eddie Kramer, a South African British recording engineer, producer, and photographer. Did works with so many different rock stars, with Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, Kiss, Rolling Stones, David Bowie, and the Beatles, and the list still goes on with what he's worked with.
Yeah, I mean, he's crazy. Eddie Kramer is pretty awesome stuff. Happy birthday to Eddie Kramer. I mean, it's a legend in the music industry.
Oh, for sure.
But up next, born in 1946, we got Tim Curry. He's an English actor known for being in Rocky Horror Picture Show, Star Wars, The Clone Wars. I'm pretty sure he was Count Dooku. And whatchamacallit, he was also in Legend, and he played like Satan or something, and it was really scary when I was a kid.
He's also in It?
He was the clown.
Oh, is he It in the clown? I didn't realize that. Definitely a great actor that has a huge variety that he can play.
I mean, dude, you look at his top 4 movies right here. It, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, Legend, and Clue. Those are 4 completely different movies. Yeah, it's awesome. But we do have a couple winners. We got 69 T-Bird at Lookout Bar, Hippie at Main Street Pub, and Share Bear over at Monticello VFW. Nice job to you winners.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. Yeah, Tim Curry's one of those guys that sometimes I think of him as a great actor. Yeah. Sometimes he makes me so uncomfortable.
That's fun. Yeah, no, he definitely does like have that effect, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
But, one of my favorites though, for sure.
Next up in our celebrity birthday list, 1978, we got James Franco, an American actor. He was in The Disaster Artist as well as so many different works that have gained huge popularity.
Yeah, very true. A very popular actor. Happy birthday to James Franco. But born in 1979, we got Kate Hudson. She was an American actress known for being in Almost Famous, You, Me, and Dupree.
Yeah, she's in a lot of different things.
It's Kate Hudson. I was about to say, isn't she married to Justin Verlander? Or is that the other?
Chris Robinson.
Is that the other Hudson?
I am.
Or is that Kate Olsen?
I don't remember which one, but she's in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I know that's one of Jordy's favorite movies. Yeah. Almost Famous, Bride Wars, Fool's Gold, a lot of different rom-coms and other movies like that as well. She also voice acts in Kung Fu Panda 3.
Oh, was she the tiger? I'm pretty sure she might. Oh, no, the third one. Oh, she was only in the third.
No, she was Mimi.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. We do have. Did we talk about Mama J and SNS1 taking home that large M of $38? As we've clicked over on that coverall prize to a must-go of $57.
Awesome, nice job to you guys. But we do have another winner. We got Skeets over at Steve-O's, and who else? Hippie at Main Street Pub. And Realtor over at Corky's Bar South Haven. It's like Legend.
No, it's one realtor, just let you know.
It's like Realtor.
Realtor.
It's like Robot.
I feel like that would have been way better. Like that's their slogan. No funny business. I'm Realtor.
Realtor.
But we do have a few more celebrity birthdays and some really, really fun ones too.
Awesome. Yeah, born in 1981. We got Hayden Christensen coming up. He's a Canadian actor known for being in Sam and Life as a House, and of course for being Anakin in Star Wars.
Yeah, I feel like it almost is sad because I feel like it ruined his career being Anakin from Star Wars because he was so iconically Anakin.
Yes.
And so like it was tough for him to go into those other roles and be like not Anakin, which I only remember him in one other movie, and that was in Jumper.
Oh, yeah.
Which was super fun.
I forgot about that. He was in an action. That was the action movie. I totally remember that.
Jumper, where he can teleport and stuff. Yeah. It's super cool.
I think I saw that on like a Redbox rental.
Yes, it's one of those movies that were huge during the Redbox days.
Funny. That is hilarious. I totally forgot about that movie. But yeah, Hayden Christensen, awesome actor. I mean, just purely because of Star Wars for me.
Oh,
I mean,
for
just love
sure.
him. He's also coming back for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Yeah, I knew that. I'm super excited to see him as that, as he hasn't really aged that much since the original series. Still very much looks like Anakin.
Him and Ewan McGregor, to be honest.
Yes.
They both look really good for like their age, considering how long it's been since the first movie.
Since the original ones,
Yeah.
and they can very much play just like I think they're just playing a slightly older version.
Yeah, like we're like 10 years in the future.
Because I
almost,
think
like.
Anakin's Christian, he's playing Hayden Christensen is playing Darth Vader.
Yeah, like it is like in that time period right after the third movie, but I
Yes.
think before Rogue One. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
for
Like,
sure.
Yeah, so like right after like the whole Order 67.
It should be really, really fun. I'm
Yeah.
super excited to see the new Obi-Wan movie. And Hayden Christensen's going to be in it, and I love him as an actor, especially in that Star Wars series.
for
We
sure.
do have a next up, born actually on the same day, which is really, really funny. In 1981, a person that I already talked about during this broadcast, Troy Polamalu, an American football player, Pittsburgh Steeler. I think he's also in the Football Hall of Fame. And what he'll always be iconic for me is his iconic Head and Shoulders commercials.
100%,
One of the
yeah.
best Head and Shoulders like partnerships I've seen.
Oh, yeah, no, he definitely has some really funny ones. I mean, just with his hair and stuff.
Oh, it was
I mean,
perfect.
like,
It was
yeah,
perfect.
Exactly. I know. Wasn't he in a couple of those ESPN commercials too?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, no, those were always so funny to me. But happy birthday to Troy Polamalu. I mean, electric player to watch. So fun.
He's one of those players that just it could affect the game in so many different ways. The first
Yeah.
player I ever saw just decide he was gonna jump over the
Oh my
center
gosh.
to get the sack so that the QB couldn't do a QB sneak.
I couldn't believe that. That is one of his craziest highlights. I mean, just like able to time.
Have you seen the one
crossing
where
the
he
line of
scoops
scrimmage?
it under his hand and catches an interception? Like it's literally he just sticks his hand underneath the football, like with his hand on the grass, and like it catches right onto his mitt, and it's one of the sickest interceptions I've
That's
ever
ridiculous. I know. One of the craziest football highlights in general happened in high school. Actually, I think this might be one of the craziest highlights I've ever seen. Like top 3 for sure. Is when the defensive player's getting ready to blitz them and stuff, and so they're just waiting, and before the center even hands off he snaps the ball to the quarterback.
Yes.
And the dude rushes the line and catches the ball.
Oh, I saw
Yes.
that. I saw that.
couldn't I
Absolutely
was like,
ridiculous.
How does that even happen?
Yeah, you must time up the snap perfectly
crazy.
and just run back there. It was really, really
Yeah.
crazy stuff. We do have a winner on this $40 line prize. Too Much over at Steve O's and Mama J over at The Well. Definitely a good win right there as we work towards this large M.
That's right. But we got one last celebrity birthday to get into. 1987, Maria Sharapova. She was a Russian tennis player, has 5 Grand Slam singles titles. I mean, iconic tennis player for sure. Happy birthday to Maria Sharapova. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. But we do have some Timberwolves news to get into as they are 46-36 to end off this season, and they are going after the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. And we put on a show last night as Anthony Edwards put up 36 points in his postseason debut to really show that he is about that winning.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's an awesome stuff. And he said about it, just putting on another show. That's it, putting on another show and just impacting some winning.
Yeah, just about that life, you know.
That's right, that's right. But you guys can catch that game 2 of the playoff series tonight at 7:30 p.m. It's going to be another game at Memphis.
Yeah, should be some really good stuff. We do have some fun movies released on today, as the 2 big ones that I saw that were released today were actually released on today in 2002. I think they're funny ones. They're not necessarily the best movies, but I get entertainment out of watching both of these ones. And it's in 2002 on today, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, which the Lysol thing, it just cracks me up every time. And as a kid, I always would make Lysol jokes.
No, my mom loves this movie. She had this on DVD, and like this is one of those movies. I remember Zoolander and this movie, there's a couple other movies that we had on DVD that I just remember
for
that.
sure.
But we do have another winner. We got Scrub Eye over at American Legion Fridley. Nice job, Scrub Eye. And we got Bryce over at Atomic Star Tavern. Nice job to all you winners on these 10 games of Twins Bingo. But movies released today, My Big Fat Greek Wedding and The Scorpion King with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, definitely not a bad one. The first Boston Marathon happened today in 1897, which is really cool. And our player spotlight is Policy Man. Dakota over at Arlington Dugout, who won a great jackpot this weekend of $17,039. And the Arlington Dugout supports the VFW Post 6031 in Arlington. And their mission statement is to foster camaraderie among United States veterans of overseas conflicts, to serve the veterans, the military, and our communities, to advocate on the behalf of all veterans.
That's right. I mean, it's a great charity to supporting a great player and location as well. But, you know, it just kind of brings it back all around. Whenever you guys are playing Pilot games, your community wins. Have a nice day, everybody.
See ya. Hey guys, and we love giving out jackpots every single day, and every single weekend we give out a boatload of those jackpots. And last weekend was no different, as we gave out 14 jackpots over the weekend. Definitely a nice weekend with some huge cash amounts in it.
Oh, love to see it. And getting Friday started off right, we had Joe over at JJ's Bowl and Lounge, who took home a whopping $7,032.
Yeah, we also had KRC over at CJ's Bull Bar and Grill, taking home $765. A lot of letters right there.
Absolutely. Easily to trip up on. But next up, we had Maggie over at VFW Blaine getting to take home a $661 jackpot.
Yeah, we also had Win at Main Street Sports Bar, taking home $1,290.
Hey, if you say it enough time, it's gonna happen. But then we had KNK over at Riverbend's Bar and Grill, who got to take home $998.
We also had Crown Apple getting a win of $3,939 over at Maple Tavern.
What a tasty jackpot. Then also on Saturday, starting our day off right, we had Tony at Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Rochester getting to take home $995.
We also had Mr. Wizard over at Titan Sports Saloon, taking home $1,090.
Nicely done, Mr. Wizard. Next up, we had Desi over at Bleachers, getting to take home $1,090.
We also had Teacup over at Legend Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $733 to end off that Saturday.
Nicely done, but Friday got started off right with Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, getting to take home $775.
Yeah, we also had Jibadizzle over at Oak Lawn Tavern, taking home $631.
Nicely done, and then rounding out all of our jackpots for the weekend, we had Sherelle over at American Legion Moorhead getting to take home $600.
Yeah, and good job to all those winners over the weekend. And remember, whenever you guys are playing out there in Minnesota, you guys are giving a little bit of that cash to charities. So when you play Pilot games, your community wins. Hey guys, and we love Twins Bingo, but we haven't been able to give out a Twins Bingo jackpot. Hopefully it can happen this week, and then we can give out some more points towards the Twiking Zone, because that's what you guys are earning from that 12-to-1 time playing that Twins Bingo, as well as Vikings Bingo. You earn points for the Twiking Zone.
Absolutely. So I'm going to jump right in to tell you guys where these top 10 start off. In 10th place, we got Mikey Wins over at Steve-O, sitting with 79,000. 9th place is Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern with 84,000. With 87,000 in 8th place, we got Looser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. 7th place is Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge, sitting with 89,000 points. Then we jump right into that 100,000 point club, as GTZ over at the Midi is sitting with 103,000 points in 6th place. Then in 5th place, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue, sitting with 112,000. But with 114,000 right ahead of him in 4th place, we got Yo-Yo over at the Riverside Store and Tavern. 3rd place is Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven, sitting with 127,000 points. And then with 128,000 points right ahead of her, with 2nd place, we got Simbob at Corky's Bar South Haven. But then in 1st place, it is Scrub-Eye at American Legion Fridley, dominating with 162,000 points.
Well, I know you already said this week that Nan is the player to watch, and so I'm going to have my eye out on that player as well, as it is a tight race in that Twiking Zone. But the location side, in 10th 10th place, we got VFW Blaine with 111,000 points. With 112,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub and Kimball. In 8th place, we got Steve O's and Crystal with 136,000 points. With 144,000 points in 7th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 6th place is our place on 3rd and Faribault with 199,000 points. With 221,000 points in 5th place, we got Eagles Rochester. 4th place is a big-time location, Corner Bar in Goodhue, with 238,000 points. With 274,000 points in 3rd place, we got American Legion Fridley. 2nd place with 334,000 points, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. And in 1st place, VFW Spring Lake Park with 570,000 points.
Absolutely. So make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 12 to 1 to try your hand at that Twins Bingo and earn some points towards the Twiking Zone. What is up, you guys? We know you guys love coming out for each of our specialty nights. We got that MegaSota game night on Tuesdays and that Wild Wednesday on Wednesday, and those are the nights you earn those PGL points towards the Pgl standings.
Yes, some of our favorite standings, and these players have been duking it out in them. In 10th place, we got Lulu over at Poppers with 789,065 points. With 802,010 points in 9th place, we got Big Pimpin' over at the Alibi at Gilbert. 8th place is Nixon at VFW Roseville with 846,870 points. With 929,675 points in 7th place, we got Reyes 22 over at the Old Town Tavern. 6th place is Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 960,455 points. With 964,480 points in 5th place, we got Forget You D over at Eagles Austin. Now we get into that 1 million point club, because in 4th place we got Ted over at Sunshine Depot with 1,025,475 points. With 1,166,055 points in 3rd place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon. 2nd place is Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 1,565,770 points. And in 1st place, the #1 player playing at Stewartville Legion Post, it's Bam Bam with a whopping total of 1,685,895 points.
That is super impressive. Congratulations to our entire top 10. They are highly competitive, and it even proves so on the location side of things. In 10th place, we got LJ's in Miltona sitting with 2,771,090 points. In 9th place, we got Beck's Pub and Becker sitting with 3,038,164 points. But with 3,071,185 points in 8th place, it's VFW Northfield. Then in 7th, it's Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter sitting with 3,108,153 points. With 3,126,390 points in 6th place, we have Leo's Sports Bar in Mazeppa, our high riser from last week.
Yeah, Leo's Sports Bar definitely came out to play last week, earning a lot of points.
Absolutely, jumped all the way up from 10th to 6th. Now in 5th place, though, we have Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato, who sits with 3,262,154 points. Then in 4th place now, we have American Legion Cleveland, who sits with 3,412,090 points. Then we jump right into the 4 million point club with Neeson's Gaylord sitting in 3rd with 4,056,085 points.
Well, that was a quick stay in the 4 million point club.
Yep, because we hop right into that 5 million point club for our top 2. In 2nd place, we got Billy's Rockford sitting with 5,087,674 points. But then in 1st place, it is 3rd Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake sitting with a whopping 5,120,319 points.
Yeah, definitely some really, really great stuff on those PGL nights. We always have 2 of them. We got MegaSota game night every single Tuesday, 6:40 every single Tuesday.
That's right.
And a Wild Wednesday. It happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. You guys want to be out for those nights, as well as following our Facebook page so you know whenever we run another specialty night to be able to earn those PGL points.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you guys are out there earning those PGL points on MegaSota game night and Wild Wednesday. Hopefully, I see you there.
Our mission is to serve the community Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, we love when you come out each and every day for our happy hour show from 4 to 6. That's when we run the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter. We have those 23 games each and every day where we give out tons of money and points towards the Jackpot Hunter standings where you guys compete.
There's definitely some close races to watch out for in these standings as we get started right off in the player standings with a two-way tie between Crazy Kid at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 and Duh at VFW Coon Rapids. They both have 37,000 points, both in 9th place. In 8th place, we got Elsa over at Wild Boar Bar and Grill with 46,000 points. With 54,000 points in 7th place, we got Kimmy over at Lucky's Tavern. 6th place, we got 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar with 57,000 points. With 59,000 points in 5th place, we got Brother Nat over at the Chart House. 4th place is Kev over at the Deer Stand with 61,000 points. 3rd place is Not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 83,000 points. Also at Corner Bar and Goodhue in 2nd place, we got Bull with 99,000 points. So close to getting to that 100,000 point club. May do that this week. But in 1st place, already in that club, it's Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 134,000 points.
Nicely done to our entire top 10s, but I'm going to jump right into the location standings. As in 10th place, we have American Legion Fridley sitting with 67,000. With 68,000 right ahead of him in 9th place, it's Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton. 8th place is Shady's Railside and Rice sitting with 74,000. Right ahead of them, though, with 75,000 in 7th place, it's the